Hi, and welcome to this vocabulary lesson because we are going to look at synonyms, collocations in context, and words that belong in the word family. I hope you'll stick around with me every single day, learn these 3,000 words with me. Well can function as an adverb, an adjective, a noun, an interjection, a discourse marker, and even part of many fixed expressions. So as I film these 3,000 most used common words, we started with adjectives, and adjectives can have a lot of different meanings, but they are for example, the word silent just means silent. It's a content word. It gives more information. Adverbs pretty much do the same thing, but we are now into the function words. The function words don't always have the same meaning for every context, and sometimes they don't carry any meaning. They're just there. So these videos take a little bit longer when we're talking about function words. And well is definitely a function word. It doesn't always have a meaning on its own, although we will say that the noun for well, there's a noun for well and it's got a very clear meaning. It's the place where you maybe drop a bucket and you're able to pull water out of the ground. That's a well. Well can mean fine. How are you doing? I'm well, thank you. So well is another word for fine. All right, good, or nicely. That was done very well. That was done nicely. Could be decently or correctly. Well can be generously or reasonably. These are all adverbial uses of well. Thoughtfully or cheerfully. Well can be masterfully or capably, skillfully, competently. He does his job well. That means he's a competent employee. It can mean kindly or thoughtfully, nicely, perfectly, great, or delightfully. Some other synonyms might be quite, completely, fully, even, or totally, or thoroughly. Well can be smoothly, or easily, efficiently, or effortlessly. As an interjection, well might mean oh, or indeed, no, or what, why, or hey. It's just something we throw into the middle of the sentence. Well, I don't know. What are you thinking about? I don't know. And as a noun, a well can be the source or the fountain, the beginning, the spring, origin, or the cradle. The cradle. It's the beginning or the source. A well is a pool or a puddle. It's like I said, it's the deep hole that you would put your bucket into and get water out of. So a well often has to do with a pool or a puddle. And well can mean healthy. How are you doing? I'm well. How do you feel today? I'm feeling well. Sturdy, whole, or strong, robust. So these are all meanings of well. There were a lot of them, right? Let's look at some ways we use it. So well can be in a good or successful way. It's an adverb. She speaks English well. So some common collocations are people do well, you speak well, or you write well, you perform well, you sleep well. Did you sleep well last night? I never sleep well. To know someone well, or to work well or play well. They all mean in a good way. She speaks well in public. The students did well on the exam. I know him well. That means extensively. His computer works well. It does a good job. Did you sleep well? No, never. Here, well is an adverb. It modifies the verb. For example, he sings well. They work well together. All right, when we're using it as the adverb, well, we would not use good to modify sings. We use well to modify sings. You will hear native speakers say she sings good. Educated native speakers would say she sings well. Good is the adjective. Well is the adverb. Well as an adjective means healthy. So I'm feeling well today. Some ways we use well as healthy are with feeling or looking words, verbs. For example, I feel well. I want you to get well. Stay well, keep well, look well, or be well enough. How are you doing today? I don't know, I'm well enough. I was sick yesterday. I'm doing a little better today. I'm well enough, not great. So all of these have the idea of well meaning healthy. I'm feeling well today. Get well soon. She doesn't look well. Are you well enough to travel? He stayed well all winter. So well is an adjective after linking verbs. For example, I am well. She feels well. They look well. Good usually describes things. For example, the food is good. The movie was good. We usually describe health with I'm well and she isn't well. Notice that. With a linking verb, you're going to use well with all the other verbs, or with a noun that you're describing, not yourself. It would be good. We use well as an interjection, a discourse marker. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. Well, what are you thinking? It's a little bit combative. Well is a little combative in this sense. For example, it introduces an answer, a hesitation or a correction, or a change of topics. So if I say, well, actually, then I'm going to contradict you. Well, I think we should go to the store. You think we should go to the park, but I think we should go to the store. I'm disagreeing with you. Well then is this is the situation we now have. Well then, let's go to the store then. Well, maybe, ... Some others are, well, that's interesting. Again, it's a little bit, I'm going to disagree with you. Well, that's interesting. Well, I don't agree. Well, what should we do now? You said all these things now. Well, what should we do now? Okay, well, let's begin. Let's get started. Well, maybe you're right. I'm not agreeing with you. I just am done talking about it. So I'm going to say, well, maybe you're right. In these cases, well is not part of the sentence grammar. Instead, it's a discourse marker. It helps organize the conversation. So if I say, well, I don't know, then that's a little softer. I'm still disagreeing with you. If I just say, I don't know, I'm more combative. If I say, well, I don't know, I'm still disagreeing with you, but it does sound a little softer. Well can mean thoroughly or completely. Make sure the cake is well cooked. Notice that the well is followed by an adjective. Something is well cooked. If I go and order a steak, I want it well done. I don't like my steak pink at all. So I want you to cook it well, or cook it well so it's well done. Some meanings or some ways we use the idea of thoroughly with an adjective are it's well prepared, it's well organized, he is well informed. That means he knows a lot. He's well known. Everybody knows him. They're very well dressed. They dress nicely. It's well cooked. It was cooked thoroughly or completely. That paper was well written. It was done. It was a good piece of writing. And the dog is well trained. It's completely trained. The report is well written. She was well prepared. He's well known in the community. Make sure the meat is well cooked. The employees are well trained. Well modifies the adjective or the past participle, like well prepared, well organized, well informed. This creates a compound description. She is well prepared. Prepared is the adjective and well is the adverb that modifies prepared. Well is a source of water. The villagers drew water from the well. Here is a picture of a well. You would get water from the well. So we might dig a well. There's a water well. We have villages will have their own well, right? The village well, a deep well. We usually draw water from a well. We don't pull water from the well. We draw water from the well. And you don't want to fall into a well. It can be very dangerous. They dug a well behind the house. The farmer drew water from the well. The old well is still in use. The village depends on one well. The children looked into the well. So in this case, well is a countable noun. You can count how many wells do you have. We would use a deep well, an old well, or several wells, just like any other countable noun. Some common expressions with well are well done. Well done means, yay, you did it. Well done. Well worth. It's well worth, and then you have something. It was well worth the sacrifice. It's well worth the money. It's well worth, it's deserving. As well means also. I'll come as well. I'll come too. I'll come also. I'll come as well. May as well is it's a reasonable choice. You may as well get that. We may as well leave now. That's a reasonable choice. Well ahead. Well ahead means far in front. Our team is well ahead in the league. It means we have a lot of advantage over the other teams. Well over, much more than. The bridge is well over 100 years old. It's not 101, it's more like 150. Well over, much more than. Well before means long before. Will arrive well before noon. That means maybe 10 o'clock. We've got lots of time. And well into means deeply in a period. He worked well into the night. He worked late into the night. With so many meanings of well, it's hard to get an opposite. But I can give you, for example, poorly. Something is done well, that's good. If it's done, the opposite is poorly. The noun is well, and that's the water, where you have the water. The verb, there is a verb for well, and that's where water comes up. You don't expect water to come up, but it comes up. For example, tears can well in your eyes. If you start to cry, I'm not about to cry, but if I don't expect to cry and then tears just start to come, then tears are welling up before they fall. So we use the verb for well. The adjective is well. For example, she was well dressed, or I feel well today, the healthy kind. And the adverb is well. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Research shows that if you know 3,000 words, then you can pretty much say anything you need to say. I hope I'll see you tomorrow, and please like and subscribe.